last week I recorded an interview with a guy named Trevor Laub. We actually worked once together on the set of a movie. We worked on a set of a movie in the Bay Area. He made a video on YouTube the other day that got over 240,000 views. It's called Sneaking Courtside to Every Golden State Warrior Game in 2019. And it got some national attention. I was like, oh, wow. It's kind of weird. I admit it was kind of interesting and curious to see a guy I know on my phone on national headlines like Bleacher Report. I was like, what the heck? Oh, my gosh. And so I called Trevor. I was like, Trevor, what's your story? Let's hear what happened. And so I had no idea what to expect going in. It turned out to be sort of fun. And so now I'm going to cut to the interview. Please enjoy that now.
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
What's up, man? First of all, I was blown away the other day. I was scrolling through headlines, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is Trevor. I know Trevor. And I was just, you've become quite a polarizing character recently, in the Bay Area especially. And it's been really fun I don't know how to feel about it, actually. It's been very interesting, and I want to be clear, I have no side here. I think you have an interesting story, and I'd love to promote your YouTube channel and talk about it a little bit. I guess maybe, if I may, first of all, thank you so much for letting me call you and coming on the show. How would you describe would you call it a scheme? Like, what's an appropriate word for what took place with you the other day?
I mean, to me, honestly, I would say it's just like pretty much glorified seat hopping is like what I did.
Sure. Glorified seat hopping. Fair enough. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just like I mean, I feel like everybody has seat hopped before. Like, you go to a game and then you see a seat that's like a way better seat than yours that's been open or something like that no one's going to. And you just find a way to go there. I just had like a more, I don't know, like clear way of going there. Like, because I would check Ticketmaster before the games and all that, so I would know what seats are going to be open.
Yeah. So let's back up a little bit for people that don't know. What did you do? Like, what was your method of getting? Because from what I saw, the headline I read, and then I watched your video, is you sat courtside at around 30 Golden State Warriors games last year for like a really low price. Yeah. How did that happen? What was your way of doing that?
Yeah, so I actually had a ticket to every single game, and the way I got a ticket to every game was the Warriors had a thing called the In the Building Pass, and what that was is you pay $100, and then you get a ticket to every single game to get inside the arena, and but you don't actually get a ticket. It's not even like standing room only or anything.
You're like, you can like watch a bar, right?
Yeah, it's like you go to the club up in the 200 section, and you just watch the game from the 200 section
on TV.
And so that's how I got, and that's how I on TV, and that's how I got a ticket to every single game. And when I have friends who sit courtside, they have season tickets and all that, and I looked at their tickets, and the tickets look exactly the same. And so I was kind of like, man, like I wonder if I just like in the video I say that I photoshopped the ticket. I went on Ticketmaster before the games to see which seats are going to be available, and then I would just Photoshop the ticket to match the seat that's going to be available.
Yeah,
and pretty much like every single time there was this one seat or two seats actually. There was two different seats courtside that I guess it was some season ticket holders that just never came to the games, and so I was able to sit in those seats the majority of the games.
Interesting. Yeah, I would really compare what you did to. There was that video a long time ago, got like millions of views, where a guy made a media pass and he snuck into the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight, and I think what you did is very similar. I mean, are they comparable in your mind?
I mean, I would personally say that his was a lot worse than mine because he actually like got backstage next to McGregor and actually walked out with him.
yeah, his was egregious and way more than yours.
Yeah, and like I would say like that for that one, like that actually kind of poses like a threat to the actual people. Like, what if he wanted to like hurt Conor McGregor or something like that? He actually had like the chance and opportunity to do that. With me, I was just like sitting in a seat that I wasn't supposed to sit in.
Yeah.
It's not like it'd be the same if I like photoshopped a pass to be able to get inside the locker room. That's when I would say it'd be equal
to what that guy did to Conor McGregor is what you mean.
What was that?
You mean if what that guy did is more comparable to getting into the locker room for the Warriors? Is that what you mean? Not what you did.
Yeah.
Because what you did basically was It's like, again, like seat hopping, where you're in the 300 level, and I'm going to go down to the front and set. You go to a different seat because you see it opening.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? Because I think some people have. First of all, you've been very. Again, there's some people call you a hero. Some people are like that, and then some people look at you as a villain. What's it like, first of all, to have such a different reaction from different people, and then how do you respond to people that would call you a villain? How does that make you feel, and what do you think about all that?
I mean, I think most people. I think this is what it is. It's like a lot of people think like it's cool that I did that, and like I respect that opinion, and like because I mean it was pretty cool. It was like pretty much like the funnest time I've ever had. Like
it's probably a thrill.
Ever, because like I've always wanted to sit courtside at Warriors games, and I've never been able to just because obviously it's like so much money, especially now.
Yeah.
But people that the video actually got taken down from YouTube for a period of time, but now it's back up because I appealed it.
Yeah.
And I think what it was is a lot of people, they probably do this, or actually I don't know, but like, or I mean, it's not that I think, that I know a lot of people do the same thing, and they kind of like were probably mad that I like exposed like the secret, even though it's not really a secret. Like, they think that the people that run sports organizations are dumb? Like, like they know that this is going on. Like, if they really wanted to stop it, they could like have like people scanning at every section if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But so they probably just think that like, oh, like you expose a secret now, we're never going to be able to do it again. And so I think that's where a lot of like the villain comes from.
Yeah. Have the Warriors reached out to you at all? Because I know here one main difference I looked at when I saw your video versus that Conor McGregor video is if you sneak into a boxing match, there's not really the same level of organization in boxing. Whereas the NBA is a very much more defined league. They're a lot. I would think they're a lot more strict. Have the NBA or the Warriors reached out to you at all?
No, I haven't got reached out by anybody from the NBA or the Warriors.
Yeah.
But I would say that I'm not really like out of the clear yet, because I don't know if you saw the story of the guy who faked the media pass to get in the Game 7 of the Finals in 2016. Have you seen that?
I didn't see that. No. What happened there?
He pretty much did the same thing as the Conor McGregor guy. He faked a media pass saying that he worked for Bleacher Report, and then he was able to get inside with a media pass, and he just watched Game 7 and everything. But he said, I actually DM'd him on Instagram, and he replied to just like saying what his experience was.
Yeah.
And he said that they didn't reach out to him until like 2 months after he even did it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, I don't know, like, I guess I'll probably be taking like a little easier breaths after like 2 months if they still haven't reached out.
Well, see, when I met you in San Jose, you're a Bay Area guy. You're a lifelong Warrior fan. Is the fear that something might happen? Because I know you love your team. Is the fear that you might get banned for life or something like that? Is that a real legitimate concern to you?
I mean, like, that would suck, but the whole reason why I came out with the video, because if I was still in the Bay Area, I would still try to find ways to go to Warriors games and all that. But pretty much after the season, I moved to LA, and so at that point, I knew that like I wasn't really going to be able to go to that many Warriors games anyway.
Yeah.
Like if any at all, if I like when I go back to the Bay Area. But so that's kind of why I made the video. I was like, well, I feel like this is like a super dope story.
Yeah.
And like I feel like people would enjoy it, and like how like people would call me a hero for it or whatever. But but yeah, so I thought it was just going to be like a cool story to tell, and I thought like I might as well try to get the views.
I think one thing is undeniable in this story is when you're an uncle someday or have, you're around little kids, this is like a cool Uncle Trev story. Like, you're like, back in the day, I did this crazy thing. That's, if nothing else, it's a good story. I do acknowledge that. And I think anyone should be able to acknowledge that. It's a funny, interesting story.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you did doctor tickets. Is that, I don't think, I mean, again, we've seen that a bunch. Did YouTube take the video, or did YouTube take the video down? Did the NBA take the video down? Because there was a period where the video got taken down completely. What's the story behind that? What happened?
At first, I thought that what kind of like, I don't know, it kind of like put a little fear in me. I was like, oh man, like the Warriors must have like had this taken down or something like that.
Yeah.
But then once it came back up, it kind of like confirmed to me that like, oh, if the Warriors were the ones that took this down, like YouTube wouldn't have put it back up. So it must have just been so many people that were like butthurt in the comments must have been like flagging the video or reporting it or something like that. So they had to take it down. Yeah. And then I appealed it. And then when you appeal it, it goes under manual review. And then somebody from YouTube probably manually reviewed it. saw that there was nothing like against the terms of service, and then they put it back up. Which
Yeah.
it still kind of screwed me, because before the video got taken down, it was getting in the range of like 5,000 to 7,000 views per hour.
Yeah.
And
You lost a lot of momentum.
Yeah, all the momentum was pretty much gone, because it was down for maybe like 3 or 4 days, and then once it came back up, like I think now it's getting like maybe like 100 views per hour or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is a weird platform in general. I get videos flagged all the time. Like some people claim my videos where I'm the only thing on screen and I'm the only thing audio. Like how I shot it with my camera, my equipment. How can that possibly be owned by anybody else? And people, I think the system in general is kind of flawed with everything, all the stuff behind the scenes in YouTube. I guess maybe my last question, like looking back on this, how do you feel now? Is there anything you change? Like it just, I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't want to like condone necessarily what you did, but also I think it's a really funny story. You and I go way back. I was like, man, this Trevor, what the heck? And I sent it to Wally. Me and Wally were laughing about it. How do you feel?
Yeah, Wally actually reached out to me, and he was saying that he could potentially like get me a meeting with like Kirk Lacob to kind of like relay a message to the Warriors, because he's friends with Kirk Lacob.
Yeah, he's friends with like their owner or
Joe
something,
Lacob's
right?
son. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like nobody was hurt with what I did. Like I had no malicious like intent behind anything that I did.
Yeah.
Like, and the Warriors didn't lose any money because they sold that season ticket to the guy who ever bought it, and he just decided to never come. And so the Warriors got their money for the seat. So it's not like I stole money from the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. They're my favorite like organization ever.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't lose money because he had it up for sale on Ticketmaster, and it just didn't sell. So I mean, I guess he lost money in that regard, but like it's not like
you weren't taking money
stole
from him. It just didn't sell. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like the reason why it didn't sell. I know the reason why it didn't sell every time. So he every single game he had, or whoever it was, I don't know, he or she, but they had that season ticket price like way above like what all the other ones were. So like it would just never sell, because like the average ticket price for Courtside during the regular season, it was probably between like $1,000 to $2,000 a game, and then he would have his on, or they would have theirs on sale for like $3,000 or $4,000. So that's the reason why it would never sell. And I kind of knew that going to the game. So like it was kind of easier to know like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to get Courtside this game, because like I know like no one's gonna buy a $4,000 ticket when they could buy it for $1,500.
Yeah. Again, man, I've tried to say pretty clear. I just think what you did is clever. I thought it was very. First of all, I was really surprised it was you. I thought it was super funny. What is your YouTube channel name? Plug yourself a little bit. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just my name, Trevor Laub. That's my YouTube channel, and I don't only make like these sneaking in videos. Like I have another sneaking in video where I snuck into VidCon on my YouTube channel, and VidCon it's like a convention for like YouTubers and all that type of stuff that happens in Anaheim every year. I was able to sneak into that. I did that like 2 years ago, but that was with no like Photoshop or anything. I just like walked in. That's pretty much the thing. Is you just have to be confident like wherever you walk in. And, like, a lot of times, like, people won't even, like, question you. Because with the Warriors thing, actually, like, most of the time, I didn't have to use a ticket. After, like, the third or fourth game, like, I would just walk confidently. And the people, like, recognized me, so they didn't even check my ticket or anything. They were just like, oh, like, hey, like, how you doing? Like, nice to see you again. And then, like, they would know where I'm going to go sit, so they wouldn't even check anything. So I really, like, you just have to be confident when you go places, and you might be able to finesse your way in somewhere. But yeah, back to the YouTube thing. I make like a bunch of different content style of videos. I make like comedy skits, vlogs, like short films, pretty much like anything that has to do with filmmaking. Like, because I'm a filmmaker, so that's kind of like my lane.
Cool, man. Well, hey, thank you so much. If you have nothing, do you have anything else? Anything to add?
Hopefully, if the Warriors are watching this, just know that I didn't have any malicious intent, and I love the Warriors. Steph Curry's like he's up there in like my list of like people of all time, just in general of the world. And Joe Lacob, I'm a fan, and I love what you do with the franchise. So hopefully you don't come after me.
Awesome, man. Hey, well, Trevor, thank you so much. I wish you the very best. I hope you don't get banned for life or anything. I know you. I've been around you enough to know you love your team a lot. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing is like I just don't want to go to jail or anything, which I don't think would happen. Like if I had to like plead my case to like Joe Lacob, I'm pretty sure he would understand like where I was coming from. Like as long as I wasn't doing anything like malicious, I feel like they would understand. But like it would suck to get banned for life. But like that's the whole reason I did it, was because like even if I did get banned for life, like it wouldn't really affect me too much since I live in LA.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. I wish you the best and hope you have a great day.
All right, cool, bro. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Talk soon. Bye.
All right, peace.
I mean, there you have it, guys. I don't know how to feel. Like, I really don't. I'm conflicted because, like, I don't want to condone lying or sneak. I'm like, it's a good story. Like, it's, and I don't know. I think I'll leave it up to you guys. How do you guys feel about it? To me, I look at Trevor and as a guy who spent like $100 and got courtside tickets to 30 games in the Warriors regular season. That's pretty incredible. And so you can hate him if you want. You can call him a hero if you want. You know, I don't really want to condone either side, but I do want to say that you got to admit it's a clever thing. And when he looks back on his life, when he's like 50 and is talking to his kids or his grandkids or his nephews and nieces, you know, he's going to have a good story. So there you go, guys. You decide. I don't want to be the one to decide whether that's what he did is right or wrong. But he's a good guy. I've been around him a lot in the past. We used to work together on set. He's not a bad human, and that's, you know, even if you hate what he did, I think you should know he's not a terrible guy. And so, yeah, fun interview, interesting story, and you decide whether you think it was right or wrong. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. And you may not know, my dream when I graduate college eventually is to do this show as my full-time job. Now, I also want to be very upfront and honest about my plan and what's going on. I recently monetized my YouTube channel. What that means is that some of my videos make money through ad revenue. Now, it's fewer than you think. A lot of my videos get claimed. But in the past, I've received donations through the form of PayPal and Patreon.com. PayPal.me/Zach Schaumler, Patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. So because I'm making ad revenue, it felt weird to just get donations. I wanted to give something back to the people who support me on Patreon. So now there's a reward. If you support me on Patreon, you can submit questions at the dollar level or above. You just need to give $1 a month. If you do that, you can submit questions to a pool of questions where I look at. I read all the questions on Patreon, and I pick the top couple every episode and read them and answer them on a segment called Ask Zach. Pick the top couple questions and answer them at the end of every single episode. Now, that's for people who want to support me with money. If you have no money to give, I totally understand. I've actually never supported anybody on Patreon. I feel kind of weird about that. I'm a broke college kid myself. I totally understand. But if you believe in me and if you believe in my dream and still want to help me, one thing you can do is help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Guys, thank you so much. I know that was a long spiel. I really appreciate it. And hope you have a great day.